Hey guys, I don't really go live that much on Instagram, but it's probably the first time, and from now on, anytime I make these type of videos, they're gonna be going on Instagram Live. So I don't think I used to do these type of videos on YouTube, but I don't really do them anymore because, well, I just think doing them in a live format on Instagram is better. So just basically how my lives are gonna work, just me talking about pretty much anything. It doesn't really matter what it is, gaming, music production, maybe updates, or maybe not so much that. I'm not going to really get into updates of what I'm doing. So just going to kind of narrow this down a little bit. Today's topic, really, I just want to kind of get into just the current problem of the gaming industry. And I just think it's very disappointing for pretty much most of us as gamers as a whole. I just think that now it's hard to choose a game to play, especially the fact that if you want to play something and you don't really know what you want to play, games back then were way different compared to now. And modern gaming is pretty much, it's a way different world than it was back then. Back then, you would literally have games that you would basically beat people's high scores, and even games before then. Games used to be those type of games where competition felt like it was possible and that was doable because the internet didn't really have that specific type of, it wasn't really common. Back then it was a simpler time because if you wanted to compete against someone, you would probably do it at an arcade. You would probably do it pretty much not even at an arcade. When the NES came out, especially in 1983 or 1985, and game and consoles like the Sega Genesis came out, and other consoles that came out, maybe like the old Xbox, or one of the older games like sports games that literally had an in-game scoring system. You can probably beat someone's high score, and really it felt easy enough to really climb the top of the leaderboards. That's basically what competition was. But then it all changed pretty soon as the internet came around. People start posting memes of everything, and nowadays gaming feels like a job. It's not fun. This is nothing. We can't deal with this as players or gamers in the current gaming industry because think of example, games like Call of Duty. Call of Duty used to be a good franchise. And people of the COD community, they used to love COD. Nowadays, the game is completely gone to shit. And the reason why it has is simply because I feel bad for just saying this publicly. I don't really have enough context, but Activision simply wants you to pay money because they're just trying to get greedy and they want to, literally all they care about is money. They don't really care about the fans. Now, I'm honestly very disappointed. This is a huge problem and needs to stop. I'm trying to think of an example. Let's just say you want to buy the newest Call of Duty, right? And you realize it's maybe like $70. Okay, yeah, I'm going to buy it just for the campaign. But what do you really get out of it? Because why buy the next Call of Duty game just for the campaign? Because really, that's the only reason people are buying the next COD game is for the campaign. And then you just sit there and you think to yourself, I wasted so much money. And what was the point of spending $70 on a game just for the campaign? Now, I'm going to be real and say this. You could maybe pay that amount of money just for the multiplayer, but even the multiplayers nowadays you got to read on weapon meta, you got to read up on different strategies, you got to figure out what guns are good on certain maps. It's annoying, it's mind-boggling. I just think we don't have to deal with that. We shouldn't have to deal with that, and it makes it stressful enough for us to deal with that. And it's not just any game. Well, it's pretty much every game out there, whether it's an FPS, whether it's an action game, whether it's just modern gaming in general. It's ridiculous. But with everything, even the microtransactions in most games really feel like that they should not be included. And speaking of microtransactions, they just ruined the experience for the player. So think of games like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, right? At beta, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, well, yeah, it was good from the trailer, but when you actually played it, you will notice a lot of bugs and glitches. And eventually they get into this whole microtransactions, pay this amount of money to get these credits to continue this mission. We have really bad storyline, really bad characters, bland characters, and yeah, congratulations on spending $60 on a game that's going to completely be a waste of your time. This is the problem. Even in the current state, even in current issues, this also has to do with the fact of writer strike and the fact that nowadays, I could be wrong in just saying all this, but companies, when they have franchises nowadays, when they release new games, they are lazy with plot writing. Let's just think, like nowadays, The reason why Ghost Recon Breakpoint was a failure was simply because too many glitches. Also, the game felt too serious. Another reason why, no radio stations at all, bland characters. Every mission feels repetitive because it's literally copy and paste. This, copy and paste, this. Yeah, we're way too lazy to work on our own games. There's the game for you. It's completely unfinished. And you guys can't do that. This is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. You cannot make games that are unfinished and expect to release them to the public. Because what happens is, if you do that, eventually what happens is, if you do that, then people start playing those games, and then, I mean, yeah, they play the games. You just realize that it's an unfinished product. You're not getting much out of it, and then you realize it's a waste of your time. It either feels too long. And this is why I'm saying games that are unfinished, and just gaming nowadays, people don't even take the time. They're being rushed to literally finish a game. This is also what happened with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed used to be a good series. I'm not joking. Used to be a good series until I think it was a Syndicate. That's when everyone was so thrown off because of the parrying controls. That's when it completely failed. Or that's when the game, it wasn't the same as it used to be. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, I like them both respectively. I just think this is what we're all faced with. This is what Xbox players are faced with. This is what PC players are faced with. This is what all of us as gamers are faced with. It really isn't the same. This is why gaming is dying. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a better explanation for this, but this needs to stop. Now, I'm trying to think of an example. Think of games like Fortnite now. It was better from the beginning, because in the beginning, the XP was pretty much worth getting, because you would have the old battle pass, the old leveling system. You don't have all these skins, all these pop culture mainstream skins like you have today, which honestly, what's the point of even adding them? What's the point of even collaborating with other franchises and putting them in your own game? Well, okay, I understand if you get permission from certain companies, like even the Icon series, add popular artists in your game. That wasn't what Fortnite was originally. I honestly prefer the old Fortnite over the new one, simply because it took a lot more effort just to actually get to the max level of the Battle Pass. And just seeing it now, it's gone better. It's got way better, but it just wasn't the same as Chapter 1. Chapter 1 was literally what took the world by storm. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I don't really know if I can really name any other examples. Just really, nowadays, it's hard to get into a new game. It really is. It's hard to even find a new game to play, because you just sit here like, oh, okay, what game should I play? I don't know. Maybe this game. I don't know, man. I don't want to play that. I guess I'll play that. So you see what I mean? This is the problem. Dying Light 2, for example. Dying Light 2, they literally added microtransactions. Pay for this to keep playing. It's ridiculous. Why lock everything behind a paywall and expect someone to pay to keep playing the game? This is, I don't even have any words just to say this, but really, the current problem of gaming now, not so much it's not what it used to be, but the problem with this, again, correct me if I'm wrong, put your suggestions in the chat. Please put down any games I should really cover. Don't be that one person that literally spends $70 on a game that, oh, you want to play it for the campaign, you want to play it for the story, okay. Well, here's the thing though, are you getting your money's worth? Because you can look at that and see, okay, you have $60 you want to spend on a game, but really be very mindful of what you spend, because if you end up making wrong purchases, don't buy anything digital. Get on disc instead, because you could trade it in and get a refund. Cyberpunk 2077, I can't really say much about that game. I never played it. I'm just talking about games I might have played. The Just Cause franchise, Just Cause 1, 2, and 3 were actually pretty good and really attract a lot of attention. But Just Cause 4 really felt like as if it was repetitive. And Just Cause 4, the most disliked by a lot of people. Again, bad writing, bland characters, story does not make any sense. They put too much emphasis on one specific thing nobody wants. They're not looking at the big picture. Rainbow Six Siege, that used to be a good game, but you still get toxic players. And nowadays, even playing games like multiplayer, people are literally so judgmental, and they give destructive criticism for no reason. Like they say, oh yeah, you suck at this game because, oh, you suck at this, or you deserve to get another life. At the end of the day, let people just be people. Gaming is just not even fun anymore. because you don't want to be the type of person that always puts people down, because why ruin a game for someone else when someone else can do it? It's vice versa. I play games alone. I still like playing games with my friends. I still like playing Minecraft. I enjoy playing with my friends instead of playing by myself, because you have that social interaction. If you're playing with your friends, you're having a good time. And people are just so toxic now. And this has to do with the gaming industry, especially online. Because everybody online doesn't realize that making a big deal and getting mad over someone losing at a game, it's not the end of the world. You think someone's going to care if someone literally is pointing... You think someone's going to really care if they lose a game, whatever game it is? If they lose a Fortnite match and someone else gets mad, are they going to care? It's not like their life depends on it. There's other things in life that are serious than just that one specific thing. You're not competing in esports, for crying out loud. You're not in an esports tournament, and people don't wake up and realize that. I'm just sick and tired of... Dude, most of you guys might disagree with me, but this is just not fair to us. Let us have fun. Let us have the fun we want to have. We show a lot of loyalty and support to these gaming communities, and then what do? They used to live up to our expectations, give us what we want. At the end of the day, they don't. At the end of the day, they just care for money. I'm not saying Ubisoft, though. I still like respectively. No, they have a lot of good titles, yes, don't get me wrong. Some of their games flopped because whatever was in their games wasn't living up to fans' expectations. Overall, Ubisoft is a good company. Used to be, until their game's gone to shit. Activision would always be known for being greedy and literally being money hungry. Why? This is why no one plays COD anymore. The reason why nobody plays Call of Duty anymore. And the reason why is because of the fact Activision literally failed. They failed to listen to the community. They don't listen to them. They just care about what they want. They're literally selfish dirtbags that literally care for what they have. Okay, I shouldn't be putting shame on any of their... God knows they're probably watching this. I'm just saying, my opinion. All they care about is just the money, and they really don't put the time and effort. Well, at least they used to, but now they're being rushed, and they expect to release their newest titles within maybe 15 minutes of release, maybe a month of release. Like, you can't do that. Put time in your game. Listen to what the fans want. They don't want this. In this current day of age, constructive criticism is a thing. I feel terrible of this. Is just... I know I don't really know a lot of what goes on behind the scenes. Listen to the fans. Listen to your audience. Stop caring for the money. Stop caring about what you want. That doesn't get you anywhere. I don't think I have anything else to say, really, or add on to this, but you guys pretty much get what I mean. Gaming is dying. It's just now feels like a job. Like, we don't want to have to deal with this at all. All of us people, we don't want to have to deal with the current gaming industry. What it is now. I mean, I still play games like Fortnite. I still play Apex. If people were to be a critic, literally everybody now is a critic. They will judge you based on how you play, based on what you do. Oh, you should do this. You should go this instead. Oh, you shouldn't go this weapon. Go this weapon instead. Oh, no. You suck if you use this weapon. Stop going this legend. Go that. It's so stupid. I'm so done. I'm just so done with what communities have been, what gaming has been. And this is why everybody doesn't play with anyone online. This is why everybody plays alone, because of the fact that they're maybe worried that they're going to get judged for no reason. I feel like in games like Siege, it's a huge problem, because people will literally point fun at someone, or not so much that, but like be critical and say like, oh, you can't play this operator. I'm sorry, you can't play that because only noobs use this operator. Or you don't go this shield, you have to go this shield. Using this weapon makes you shit at the game. Use this weapon. Or you can't do that. No, you have to play this operator like this. Why haven't you been playing? Stop critiquing people based on how they play, please. I think I'm done here. So, I don't know who's watching. But just to not really go on, I'm not going to talk about this for long, because, you know, you guys get the idea, or I think most of us get the idea. Just point me out, and if I'm wrong, you can probably give me constructive criticism about what I'm saying. Maybe I don't have enough context, so I'm fine with that. To be honest, if I know I see it, maybe I don't have a lot of knowledge of what I'm saying. My whole point I'm trying to get across is that gaming is at a decline, and it sucks to see it that way.